Cautionary tales from folks that's leaving broken trails. Internal battles, I don't know which side of me prevails. Dirty money getting stuck under my fingernails. Had to claw my way out of depths, I left the shattered shell. It's all evolution. Wings don't grow overnight, you gotta keep it moving. When you so used to losing, ones could get confusing. It's really just the gap between what you need to do and what you actually doing. Biggest fear is complacency and no faith in me. How can I save you from your trap when you shape the key? Some seasons fall out of place, it's okay to leave. Demons swinging left, right. OG told me bob and weave. Hair triggers pull back. Think I seen a scalp bleed. If my man, let me stop fucking around, man. Let me stop fucking around. How are y'all doing today? Yeah, the freestyle came back. You know, Young came out of retirement. Young is back. Young is back. Demons swinging left, right. OG told me bob and weave. Hair triggers pull back. Think I seen a scalp bleed. Hair, bob, weave. You feel what I mean? Let me know what your favorite line was, bro. Anyways, today we have a special one. It's been highly requested, highly recommended, and is also new. It dropped yesterday. Armand Hammer, which by the way is a fucking fire ass name, might I add, is I guess the duo of Billy Woods and Elucid. Now Elucid, I don't know Elucid like that either, but I've been seeing he's like a frequent collaborator with Billy Woods on these projects. So I'm excited to see what they got going on. Highly demanded, highly requested. Let's get into it, man. Like there's not much to say. Billy Woods has been an interesting journey so far, to say the least. And it's a collab album with the Alchemist. Come on, man. How could I how can I not? How could I not, man? It's the Alchemist. It's Uncle Al. So yeah, let me just get into it, man. If you haven't already, please like, please comment, and please subscribe. I'm not sure if it's a concept album, but whatever it is, I'm ready for it. Let's get into it.
Jazz hat like Laraji, black derbies and denim, Conway bag for the boosters. Coco Rosie, codeine trip in the home with no heat. Grandmaster Flash gave me a job. Cold storage, the room is live. Myth of meritocracy, fucking cock and squeeze. Tender-headed black boys sleeping under the ginkgo tree, dreaming of becoming ungovernable. Make trouble for you. 3D printing guns and gentrify public schools. This is Bucktown. All I lost was my mustache, rank and file. They all cut down. What now?
All right, damn. Okay, this sounds like some heavy shit already. It's talking about the coons, shit, or raccoons. I guess you two don't like the word coons. I'm sick of everybody. Quick rant. I'm sick of all these social media platforms trying to get rid of the word C-O-O-N or C-00N, whatever you want to say, C-O-O-N. I'm sick of it. Because all you're doing is empowering the actual C-O-O-Ns to be C-O-O-Ns and do their C-O-O-N-ery. I'm sick of that. I'm so sick of that. As a black man, I should be able to call out another black man doing some C-O-O-N stuff without being deplatformed, bro. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. 3D printing guns and shit. Dreams of becoming ungovernable. They're in a courthouse, it looks like. It looks like one of those art sketches where there's a trial. And it's titled Mercy, which kind of reminds me of the movie Just Mercy with Michael B. Jordan in it. And he was defending Jimmy Fox in there, and he was on like death row or some shit like that. So maybe this has something to do with like mass incarceration and shit like that.
Should've killed me when you had the chance. Now it's out your hands. I don't need an advance. I don't dance. Herzog voiceover, the camera pans. Everybody's a cameraman. It's no use writing, rest assured. You're wasting words. The world doesn't turn anymore. Half burns. The other side will never thaw. Burning books to keep warm. Should've killed them when you had the chance. Overseas, underpasses, cup hand, shield matches, fentanyl dream catcher, 9-5 dream snatcher, bleed you slow once you catch it, say less it's tacit, should've killed you when I had the chance. Private pleasure, beggars banquet, weights and measures, coded language makes her anxious. I can taste it when chicken heads come home to roost. No, it's not the same as Bluetooth, Empress new groove, can't play it straight, fangs dipped in gold, screw face, who knew? Like Palm Spring reparation, pay more, be poor, that's just basic. Ain't no ambulance, ain't no spaceships for no niggas tonight. Ain't no, hell no, won't be no very special Negro show tonight. Went to sleep.
Hell no, won't be no special Negro show tonight. I feel like that means I'm not tap dancing, I'm not cooning like you other niggas, I'm not shucking and jiving. Hell no, not tonight. Which is hilarious. I love that.
Retreat and woke up defeated. Every man for himself, that's the edict. God's side with the winners. The thief next to Jesus. I wanted to be better than my father, but history just repeated. Mystery God, but y'all still looking for a reason. Broken men playing out the string. It's football season. December in Cleveland. Lining up, but in my heart already beating. Narrow cotton SRO, no mirror, I already know. Killers on the stairs, man in a hole. I'm through running.
I'm gonna just let it transition to the next song. I don't really have much to say about that one. I like the aggressive nature to it. I fuck with some of the lines on there. Interesting beat, interesting way to start it off from the Alchemist. I'm gonna let it continue though. I'm gonna just let it continue. Peshawar.
Is it full of pain or great ecstasy?
At a desk now, twice exiled, black Gentile, 4/4 short, rough with a walk, white Wally wave jumper. Growing older and younger, rappers make me sick like airport mall fragrance on empty stomach. Bismarck stutter step going off. Africa in the tick of the crump. Gold fronts chomp at the tip of the spear. I'm all in the sun. I'm her favorite squeegee man. Geechee black and tan, camel chocolate chip. When niggas look like niggas. One drop tainted angel, indigo and sassafras. This too shall pass.
Gleefully watch the system crash. No matter though, they easily rebooted. Back of the napkin, mad, looking fucking stupid. Alas, all I said when I seen how they plan to use it. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. That's the blueprint. Deep blue verse, Vladimir.
That's some AI shit, bro. That's some AI shit, man. AI getting wicked, dog. It's becoming Detroit Become Human. I don't know if y'all have seen that game or watched that game, but Detroit Become Human is basically about where it's like the robots are like, you know, they're servants. They're basically slaves. Let's just be real. They're slaves. You buy them at a Best Buy and shit. But there's this glitch in them where they actually get human emotions and feelings, and they look identical to humans. They look just like humans. So it's like you dive into a slippery slope when you're making these machines so human-like externally, but using them as if they're basically slaves. And there's a bit of a weird dynamic with it, like in a mental capacity, because it's like, what is making them human-like do for their function? Like, what's the benefit of doing that? There's a weird psychological thing going on there, because you don't have to make them look so human. I'm liking this song a lot, actually. They're flowing amazingly.
Back of the napkin, mad, looking fucking stupid. Alas, all I said when I seen how they plan to use it. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. That's the rubric. Deep blue verse, Vladimir Putin. Stepped in the other room, but Hal still read your lip movements. Tears in my eyes, listening to machines make music. It's beautiful.
King Spirit, Watermelon Man, seated slang editorial, you keep it. Hands of Chad secret, scan the crowd, don't ask me how, for the last time beat it. 90 on the Loop Parkway, Robert Moses boost the crime rate. Musty how the wine tastes, iron faith, without words instead, making iron shake. Flying past your head, watching prey, lion way. Friendly fires you don't know to have, don't make me a liar, I don't all we have.
If you really ill, let me see you build with no mortar. When you lay on the ground, there's no border, no matter. It'll still be a slaughter, my aura matte black. Polaroid portraits in Peshawar, crushed scorpions. Gorgeous 16 echoing through valleys and gorges. God's gift, green as the prophet's cloak. Black tea with cardamom and mint. Tangents of hash smoke. A tree split by lightning, a glow from the wood stove.
Peshawar, I like sonically a lot. Linguistically, it's just really interesting. It's got a lot of enticing little things in it, but as a whole cohesive song, I'm not, picking up on any, overarching thing. The intensity is what really kept me around for this one. Rappers make me sick. I love this line right here. Rappers make me sick like airport mall fragrance on empty stomach. But I like the thou shall not make machine in the likeness of a human. Blind faith without works is dead. That's in the Bible. Faith without works is dead. That is so real. You can't have faith in shit and then not do nothing with that faith, because that's not doing anything.
We get what we really ask for.
Calypso Jean featuring Silka and Cleo Reed.
I used to hustle with your grandmother. Used to party before you was even
The fuck? Okay.
thumb sucking. She lived out the sticks where you could get them by the dozens. Get them off like nothing. Used to let me hold the door keys. I usually kept a little son like, what you need? Might crack you a piece, like hold that. That's that old foot stomping, hand clap. That dip me in the water, wash me clean, the water black.
Dip me in the water, run between from corner to sink. Every wrinkle seen, rinsed in steam. Starched and pressed, crease cut clean. Say with my chest 99 steps. Too late to tell, none for the one time. Wide be gates of hell, burning gas, standing still. See, eyes the tide rise, we used to be a country. Wash me clean, too much I can't unsee. Hungry, wild kipper by the fistful. Beetroot for the ticker, might have to kill what I wish for. No place here for me.
Might have to kill what I wish for. I don't know what that means, but that sounds fucking heavy as hell.
The river is the border is the river. Snipers watch me swim. 2.7 pounds of pressure on that trigger. Gauging the wind through narrow eyes. 3 sisters over the cauldron. Ode to autumn in an old notebook. I'm leafing through like Nas. Didn't recognize my own hand at first. Half surprised, it still leaves on the trees. I got half a mind to slide in the water, let it carry me out to sea. The water gentle, the water deep. Nobody speaks certain things you just know in a dream. The hum of the engine, the thrum of the seat. Father lift me out the car half dead, carry me into sleep. That's still what love feel like to me. Trying to hold it together, the picture can't keep. Mosquito net had a small hole. The moon floating, water so cold. The sun rise and set till it don't.
Get me in the water, get me in the water.
When I hear "dip me in the water" over and over again, I'm definitely thinking baptism. Stuff like wash me clean, the water black. You know what I'm saying? And then when he said before I go under, dip me in the water, which makes me feel like before he goes under, like into like mentally maybe, or like, you know, even in a physical and material standpoint, it could be, who knows. What I do know is that when he's saying dip me in the water, it feels like there's a spiritual meaning to that. This caught me off guard though. I used to hustle with your grandmother. I don't know what specifically that's about, but it was enticing me. I felt this shit. Nobody speaks. Certain things you just know in a dream. That's so weird. Like, it's hard to verbally express exactly what I feel from that line, because there's so many moments in my dreams where nothing's being said but everything's understood, because it's your dream. Of course you're gonna understand the situation without nobody saying anything in the situation. So I wonder if that's what he's trying to describe right here within all of this going on. Like, there's something that he's recognizing that's not being stated overly, but he can understand it on a subconscious level, because there's certain things you just know in a dream. Not a bad song at all, actually. I fuck with it personally. And I know I'm gonna tell you if I don't fuck with it. I'm gonna let that be known. Alright, this one's titled Glue Traps featuring Quelly Chris. I'm pretty sure I've seen that name get featured on a different song from one of his projects.
Real money's whatever's in your pockets when you broke. Cause for that last 12, 25, dog, you don't even wanna know. Don't prize fighter past my prime, so it's gonna go how I go. No dives though, this deep water can't just hop out the boat. Rom on the shirt, damn right I want that pig smoke. If it's good work,
Boys, nigga, you know nothing about that.
Nigga basically just said all cops are bad, bro. I'm still here with it. Haram on the shirt, damn right I want that pig smoke. Eating pork is haram, of course, you know. Still fuck the police, you feel me? I want that pig smoke. That's a bar. I also like that first line. Real money's whatever's in your pockets when you're broke. Cause for that last 12, 25, dog, you don't even want to know. Whew. To redefine that word real in this context, rather it be more of a flexing kind of way, like that ain't real money, this real money. It's more of real in a grounded way. It's funny how like a one word can mean opposite things depending on how you contextualize it. Because real money, when, like, let's say DDG, I don't know if these are old heads watching my video right now. If you don't know who DDG is, he's a very materialistic content creator. When DDG say, man, that ain't real money, this real money, he means basically an abundance of fucking unnecessary amounts of money for bullshit. But when he's saying real money and this, it's a more of a grounded definition for it, where it's like, bro, This is the last bit. This is what real money is, because you don't know. You don't want to know what somebody will do to get that off you, or what somebody will do to keep it. You feel me?
Let me pull your coat. What a profit a man to gain the whole world if he don't have time to gloat. All white crowd, I laugh at life's little jokes. Some of y'all never got up at the crack of dawn to go.
This is my favorite song. This is my favorite song.
Some of y'all never got up at the crack of dawn to go to work for the low, and it shows. Good for you though. It's hard to get out of bed when there's blue traps behind the stove, bulldozers in the olive grove, soldiers switching to civilian clothes. Every story tell a story that's already been told. Everything's dead and gone. We only had a name of the road.
Every story tell a story that's already been told.
Down today, put a little something on it. Getting over everything half price, what he told her. Shot the car rolled in, loaded down. Meat man pulling up in the lady barber. 3 sons on Fulton. Beef, pork, chicken, shrimp, work is work. He smirked, said it only gets harder. Hardest working for your people, be your own. Send my regards, keep your garbage out our garden. I scrub concrete with bleach water and kitchen wipes. Wash my hands 1,000 times a shift. Flip what's hid behind the pipes, it's only right. Name a price, body, mind, spirit. Feel it in your warmest void. Behind and under, tweed and corduroy. Looping moving pictures, chicken backs and gizzards. Crack your skeleton, it's baby New Year.
Nigga, the way he raps is like so weird. Like, lucid raps in a way where it feels like you're going through some type of like rabbit hole, like you're just descending into some fucking crazy ass verbiages and depictions, and you're visualizing so much shit, and you're hearing his tone of voice. But it's really amazing though. It's not an easy thing to do. Wash my hands 1,000 times a shift. Flip what's hid behind the pipes, it's only right. It sounds like he's saying, I used to work in the kitchen but also sell that work on the side, because shit, it's only right. But name a price. Because it don't just it's not just you're paying money for the drugs. You're losing your body. It's not good for you. You're losing your mind. It's not good for your mind. Then you lose some of your spirit. Name or price, body, mind, spirit. That's fire. That's fire.
And hunger's had 1 billion spots. Rolling stone moss, don't touch me like soap on white folks' legs when they wash. Or a colored kente cloth.
Is that true, white folks? We gotta get to the washcloths at least, man.
Sweet oil, tinted soil left me caked in dirt. Learned I'm way too loyal, way too cool. Gotta strip layers like working through nursing school. Second coming a nice rebirth are cool. We hula hoop with the rings.
Nurses, y'all be freaky. Don't think I don't know.
Dollars in the industry are simply DEI hires it.
What do you say?
Old bucks trying to get back on the track and youngins to buy out. Plus most of these Yakubian products making dollars in the industry are simply DEI hires it. Keeping it funky, keep it above.
He's doing very well. He got along very well with everybody there. They never quite understood why I was having problems.
Blue Traps is my favorite one. I feel like I can understand the themes of like, you know, the rat race. Oh shit, is that why it's titled Glue Traps? Because it's about the rat race? All right, okay, yeah, it's definitely my favorite now for sure. Love the lines on it, love the production. The Alchemist is really consistent. We all know this, so it's like not too much to say about him. Like he comes in and delivers every time. That's a really cool title for a song like this. Glue Traps is my favorite one. This one is called Scandinavia.
Of course they came with that bull, cousin. I see it coming. Of course that's what they gonna do, but to me it's nothing to burn this whole thing down and go back to hustling for my dinner. Seriously. It's all I ever did. After all, I'm no beginner. Might sell you a bridge, but it's no regrets when you examine the metalwork. Just say he's best, the arch like a lover's neck. From up here, hard to judge the water depth or guess which way it'll take the body.
Let me replay this shit. I'm sorry, I have to.
Let's be serious now. Of course they came with that bull, cousin. I seen it coming. Of course that's what they gonna do, but to me it's nothing to burn this whole thing down and go back to hustling for my dinner. Seriously. It's all I ever did. After all, I'm no beginner. Might sell you a bridge, but it's no regrets when you examine the metalwork.
See, yeah, that part. That first part he's talking about, he's like, of course they came with that pull, of course they came with that heat. But shit, this ain't nothing to me. I'll drop all this music shit and go right back to what I used to do. That's all I know anyway. You know, kind of like that institutionalized mentality. And with this one, he said, might sell you a bridge, but it's no regrets when you examine the metalwork. I'll sell you a bridge, as in I think he's talking about the music, like a bridge within a song. But but there's no regrets when you examine the metalwork, as in like double entendre for, you know, bridges, and how the metalwork is, you know, constructing the bridge, like the metal is solid, everything is good. Also, if you examine how I work the metal, you know, and it's not just in the music. When you hear me talk about it in the music, you don't hear no tones of reluctancy, no tones of regret, no tones of I don't want to do this. Examine how I talk about that shit in the bridge. It's all cohesive. I like that line.
Check it out. Shitty might, but I ain't going back. My baby's face shining like new pennies. I never chase them in my loafers. It's coming back, I promise. Everything you
I never chase them in my loafers. I'm not in no sneakers right now, nigga. I'm too prim and proper, my nigga. I'm in my loafers. I don't chase. That's funny as fuck.
I never asked, and that was probably my fault. When she told me what she told me, I believe. Yes, I do indeed. It been hand to hand, the pocket sense, muscle memory, printing e-checks on Fulton, chicken in the bag with the chicken sandwich. Rick to run up on Mercer Flash.
Money you don't need, brother, I hold it for you. Just say the word. Every dollar I got was earned by somebody somewhere, but I got it now.
I got it now. That's
fair,
crazy.
Foul is fair. Harvard through the fog and filthy egg, grinning and greasy mare like you and me is quite a bear. Swimming in resegregated pools of bleach burn good like menthol. Alive with pleasure, I could never be mad at y'all. Scorpion gon' sting, snake gon' bite. I sleep deep and get dressed at first light. One step slow, all it takes.
You won't have a chance to change your minds.
Yes, of course, another boot to skull. This one for when nobody came. Punching wind, I got it now. Calling gods and devils by their name. 2 club sodas in the ice cup. Instant transfer, change your life. Old niggas skating, spike the pipes. From get the fuck on the shit they might. Such is life, thin air with the labor breath. Bust this right, to be honest, I wouldn't trade what's next. Red clay, rocks and roots, needle to the record. Been a couple places, but I never been to Memphis. I made red bean and rice with just my right hand. Bluest night, my guitar caught a body.
Light filtered through white curtains, strange like Scandinavia.
Man, the way they go back and forth, there's so much chemistry within it. Even if you don't know what the fuck is going on, you still feel the camaraderie within the way they rap. It's weird. It's like when you're next to 2 of your uncles that come from a different place than you, and they both got thick ass, strong ass accents. You don't know what the fuck they're saying or talking about, but you can tell that they're on the same exact page, and all you can do is sit there and act like you understand and you laughing along with it. Really, you don't know what's going on. If you're Caribbean, you understand what I mean. There are certain dialects within our cultures, especially Jamaican, where the accent gets too strong. But when you're around the uncles, they know exactly what's going on. But you sitting there like shit.
I put my trust in my own God.
Another W. How did I go from Gollywog creeping me the fuck out to me enjoying Armand Hammer? It's got to be the Alchemist, right? Nah, I'm fucking around. Nah, it's genuinely just somebody that it slowly grows on you as you listen more and more. There's a lot of people that just, you know, don't want to put in their reps, don't want to put in work to listen to music, and I completely understand and respect that. It's not something that I always was on. Like when I was in middle school, even a little bit of high school, I thought that everybody should be like that. Everybody should be like me. Everybody should want to expand their mind and palettes to different musics and different styles of, you know, different genres and shit like that, especially within rap, because there's so many different subgenres of rap. And if you only take this face value service level stuff, then you have limited yourself to a great degree in comparison to other genres, because other genres have a lot more, there's a lot less variety in other genres, in my opinion. That's just me. But as I'm gotten older and grown and been around more social situations and expanded my ear, you know, to things that weren't in my comfort zone, like trap and underground music, I could see why people don't want to do that. You know, people don't got time. People don't got energy to. This takes a lot of energy to do this, to do what I'm doing all the time. It takes a lot of energy. And I don't think people understand that if they're not you know, actively doing it consistently. It's a grind, it's a process. But Billy Woods is somebody who, you know, is kind of, for the first time in a long time for me, been somebody that has dramatically shifted within my rotation because of the consistency of me trying and trying and trying. Not something I'm gonna do with everybody. It's not something I'm gonna do all the time. But when I'm in that mode, it's very, very rewarding. So yeah, let me go to the next song. That was a quick little rant. Scandinavia is phenomenal to me. I really fuck with that. Nil by mouth or NIL by mouth, like a NIL deal. All right, let's hear it. I feel like they would have capitalized the I for that, right? If it was NIL.
Nothing ever seems to get ready. But we're married. You're always gone.
World eater, weeper, feed a cold, starve a fever, leader, the unbelievers. But next to these brothers, I'm sounding like a preacher. Next to these niggas, I'm looking like Mediba. Your God died when they damn Kariba. Goddamn Rhodesia, Armand Hammer, acetone, and ether, a fistful of dollars, Ebenezer, squeeze them. In order to be free, I knew I needed a lever. Baldwin in Paris, my mind wanders, y'all might need a visa. Don't lose yourself out here, it's finders, keepers. Crocodiles weeping while they eat your salty tears, all the sweeter. Friday night lights, cannibals fill the bleachers. Read them they last rites, feed them to the creature. Feed the monster, feed the meter. Might do a couple few features. Dead at night, open the deep freezer, bathed in light. My days is short like December in Geneva. Every day's a heist, carpe diem. Crazy gas, low mileage. I can't.
A lot of one-liners. Every day's a heist, carpe diem, because you got to seize the day. My days is short like December in Geneva. I'm guessing Geneva is somewhere that's farther from the equator, so the sun isn't. It's in some time zone, basically. I'm assuming where the sun isn't out much. My days are short like December in Geneva, because December the days are already short in general. Dead of night, open the deep freezer, bathed in light. I do a couple features. This one I like a lot. I love this one. Well, I love this one too. Don't lose yourself out here. It's finders keepers, because someone finds you, nigga, they're owning you now. That's interesting. Crocodiles weeping while they eat your salty tears, all the sweeter. I love when rappers play off at idioms, like well-known like sayings, and twist it into a way that fits their song but still makes sense. It feels like the theme of Gollywog, where when you read the description they said most times the real monsters are people, or something like that. I feel like he's comparing like different categories of people to look out for, like opportunists in a way.
Could've let these micron dons and don divas define the lion-hearted. Don't get me started. Self-made martyrs, drew self within margins. Armand Hammer, uncommon carnage. Iran-Contra cadence, psychic karmic violence. One-drop rule at the Radiotron. Negro clash, how low can a punk get? Sean P said no fatigues and sneakers. Tattered edge denim draped like Pussy Willow. Went to sleep and dreamed of exploding beepers. For whosoever believe, long arm of the law, the reapers reaching. But on the first name basis, the devil's the hex.
Wrong arm of the law, the reaper's reaching. That's heat. That's heat.
For whosoever believe, long arm of the law, the reaper's reaching. But on the first name basis, the devil's the hex correctly. Your power's intermittent, the flow like remote control lightning. I dice peppers and ginger, choking on Moonbow. Future shock, boom, the room go. Off everybody.
Okay, don't know what that's about.
Sickling, guaranteed make them jump like Ross Strickland. My days long like June in Helsinki. They can't link, broke empty. My gold fronts fell behind the radiator.
I like how he did the opposite of what Billy Woods did with December, June in Helsinki. So long days, you feel me? That's what's up. No, that actually was pretty fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Lucid used to be even more off-putting than Billy Woods to me, just because of his voice. He might have been the one that said "ass eating deluxe." Actually, I'm never gonna let go of that. I know I keep bringing it up within these Billy Woods reactions. Let's go to the next song. Dog-eared featuring Kapwani.
Losing the plot, turning back the pages. Asked if I would trade it all, like please be kind, rewind. We're not talking impossible matters. It's all chutes and ladders. The patterns never more apparent, glaring. Peace scatters after death strokes. Next notes, sour to the tongue, alive with pleasure. Kelly green and mandarin orange. Who I'm is, who I'm aren't. Everything justified when you're starving, right? Hands of chance.
Facts. Everything's justified when you're starving. The most dangerous man is a man with nothing to lose.
Everything justified when you're starving, right?
Yeah.
Hands of chance. Buried lamps to not be spotted in darkest night. Twice, thrice, feeling spiteful. It's always where you going, and never just I'm right here with you. That's fair. Part of keeping your word isn't saying much. Three-legged stray expectation, lapping ankles under shaky tables. Change your tone, grab my things, I'm gone. I'm off, I'm mostly on. If not for you, then who's it for? I still will where I want. I'm okay with nothing, that's not my only problem. Numbers on the board, another mark in the column. Pardon.
I'm okay with nothing. That's not my only problem. That sounds like a paradox, but nah, he's spazzing. He's spazzing. And then the beat, I don't know. I've never heard this type of beat from the Alchemist.
She finished her drink and looked at me inquisitively, asking, what's the role of a poet in times like these? I never answered, but it stuck with me all week. Riding the bus, fixing something to eat, putting the kids to sleep, walking the streets at night, burning a tree. Drafty windows got me turning up the heat. Downstairs neighbor called about a leak. Michaela called, we talked till 3 in the morning. My agent called about touring. I dreamt of boats loose from their moorings. We'll see if they're seaworthy, we'll see. I took the 4 to Fulton, transferred to the 3. We'll see what washes up on the beach.
Third time I heard Fulton. Fulton is a county in Georgia, but I doubt these dudes are from Georgia. It sounds like it might be a street in New York or something. But yeah, just saying, he keeps saying Fulton.
Lashes on, he leaps into puddles with both feet on the way home. Bacon grease by the stove for frying eggs, hashed potatoes. I'm smoking in bed, scrolling my phone, novel on the nightstand, untouched. Sleight of hand, past moments of dread. Spider-Man perched alone on the ledge, mask off like Future. Rain slew.
His second time mentioning Future too. Not in this album, but the last reaction I had to him, he said he was in the back seat like Future. That shit's fire. And that's so relatable too. On my bed, late night scrolling with a novel next to me that's been untouched. Reading just don't be hitting the way it used to. But I still try to force myself to read though.
Lucid through gutters, love is searching the bars dark. Cars double parked, out of state, license plates, chin ups on scaffolding. Pull up, what's happening? She said, you got an answer for me yet? I said, I'm still.
Chin ups on scaffolding, pull up. That's a bar. Cars double parked, out of state license plates. Very vivid, specific shit, you know, people that's not from where he's from, you know, basically not knowing how to maneuver in the spaces that we know how to maneuver in. Like, why are you double parking? You're not even from here. The fuck out of my spot.
Pull up, what's happening? She said, you got an answer for me yet? I said, I'm still grappling.
That was a beautiful song. Because I just was catching that during that whole verse, he was contemplating his role as a poet in times like these, like she asked. And then she asked, "Did you got my answer yet?" And he's saying, "I'm still grappling. I'm still grappling with the truth of what that would look like. What is my role now?" You know, because as a poet, as an artist, any type of, you know, creative, so much of what you do is just observing. The hardest part is the action, of course, but that's not even 1% of what you do, to be honest. Most of what you're doing is observing and constantly intaking information and feelings and visuals, sonics. You're intaking all of that stuff and you're processing it in a way that kind of gets transmuted into something else, you know. So during that old time of him just processing and observing and feeling things, he still don't have his answer yet of what is a poet's role in times like these. because that's kind of the point. So when he says I'm still grappling, I feel like that means he's still in his process of adding to the verse itself while not putting it in the actual verse in a way, if that makes sense. And that's amazing to me. All right, I'll be right back. That's how you pronounce it, right? Pink Sifu, I think so. I've heard that name mad times, so many times, but I never really dove into their work. I did listen to another guy named SEFU because of a recommendation somebody put in for me. But yeah, I want to hear what this is about and finally get a voice to the name. So let's get into it, man. Crisis Phone.
I'll bring your 25-year-old self. Where'd you get it, man? Man, you know me. I know everybody in town. I know everybody.
Follows, y'all know. I'm not pressed, but I coalesce. The more you hold does not reflects where you trying to go. I road trips through dip skipping stones. Time zone folder, black as holes. Hands of chance, palm the rose. Dead can dance, grease the bones. Check for vitals, false idols. Peace God, I wouldn't lie though. Sign the line. Southlow Day Camp, Chinese Staircase Champ, 1991. I put razor to my head after seeing Onyx throw your guns. Born under warmth to other sons, no answer. You didn't call before you came, King's ransom.
Are they trying to just lock in and keep up? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm enjoying this production a lot. I like this beat so much. Every time I hear Billy Woods go off on a Alchemist beat like this, it makes me think of how Westside Gunn or Freddie Gibbs would sound on it. I don't know if that's just my bias or what, but I'm enjoying that part of it at least.
Extra out the picture, not the record. One for good measure, two for getting over. Closure.
That's me peeling back like I can't remember. You don't know what it mean to bleed membership, you not a member. You ain't never seen what it mean to have leadership. Show the real, I know evil. You trust the rap for the tad, it's a sequel, I'ma keep it beat.
Me with the mystery, me. Fake beef, I'm a broken clock, I never come around. I wait.
Miss me with the mystery beef. Miss me with the mystery meat. Fake beef. So you're basically saying watch out with that fake beef. I'm not with that bullshit. And someone commented about JPEG Mafia beefing with Billy Woods. Why is JPEG Mafia beefing with everybody? What the fuck is that about? What's up with you, bro? At one point he was beefing with Ye, Kanye, Earl Sweatshirt, and Alchemist diss. Isn't he beefing with Freddie Gibbs too? Doesn't he have a problem with him? Don't know how that happens either. And now I'm hearing Billy Woods. How do you beef with somebody like Billy Woods? I feel like he's not even a real person. I feel like Billy Woods is a figment of my imagination sometimes.
That like gold in the crucible, spider hole in the cubicle. You can pour your whole soul in, it's still business as usual. Like them two brothers used to do. Bruv talk a good one, I'm like whoop-de-whoop.
Not my favorite. I'm gonna be real, that's not my favorite. I'm not really feeling that one like that. I didn't hate it, it's just not much going on for me. Not much for me to latch on to sonically and lyrically. There's probably something there that y'all enjoy, but for me, it's just kind of a bunch of just eh. You know what I mean? It's like eh. This one's titled Moonbow. I already think I'm gonna like it from that first second, I'm not gonna lie.
Son might sell you a boondoggle like 90 ski goggles. In the hood, it's either lead or follow. I'm living like the streets.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I already could tell this is the type of shit I like. I could already tell. I'm gonna run it back real quick.
One seed is a mazel, two seeds I'm agreed, three we coming to rob you. Since the decision feeling hollow, I miss you, but I'm old. Pride ain't that much to swallow no more. I miss you like the regime toppled. Knew it was coming and still blindsided like Luke Jockel. Blinded white out the mag light, I'm an apostle. They holding mid, so every pull of the pit feel like
is
a
beautiful.
The split feel like a chairlift. Step off the plane and smile when I can see my breath. You Negroes is dead.
He said the split feel like a chairlift. That's a bar. Step off the plane and smile when I can see my breath. You Negroes is dead. Okay, I feel like that's a bar about him coming back home. Like, okay, I'm back in New York or DC, whichever one it is. I can see my breath. Yeah, I'm back home. Y'all niggas is done for, type of thing.
About the last stop, 1-800 cop shot. If you need a hotline, half live, state murder pastime. Who promised you tomorrow when they came for me? We was watching towers rise where they fell. Rockets, comets, scarabs, and scales. What matters whose body? Will is free, water's not. Order now, order hot. Few steps ahead of fire. She likes when she's watched.
Isn't that crazy? That's a line. He said will is free, water's not. That's crazy. We have free will, of course. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You got free will. You can do the most random, craziest shit ever. There's been a lot of memes and TikToks about that. But water's not. You pay for water.
Contour, hiss and crackle like third rock in God's crack pipe. How about some hardcore? Past few nights hectic. Exit row only. Ain't no checking. Can I kick it? Double water, slick shit out the spigot. Mirages, sleight of hand. I'm minding business that pays. Exact change. May you shine through to the end of your days.
I don't know what this nigga's talking about, but that shit sounded clean. Mirage, sleight of hand. I'm minding business it pays. You know how on mirages you see like illusions. Sleight of hand is also another work of illusion. Moonbow. This might be my favorite or second favorite. It's between this one and dog-eared probably. Alright, this one is titled No Grabba. I don't know how much I want to say on here, but let's just say I agree. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright, let's get into it, man. That last song was fire.
How did you know when you were a jungle?
It's nothing like the slush they give you in the movies.
What kind of freak shit is this?
I'm early as bounty hunters, knock it. Frederick Douglass up the yammy like y'all ain't leave me no options. Gas station vacuum the Camry before we hit the border, I'm not them. Shot is off the shoulder, high off the backboard score, cause I learned on chain nets and crooked rims. Around the same time I learned you're not gonna survive out here with no friends.
That's a metaphor for something. That's a metaphor for something. And that's so relatable. Shots is high off the backboard because I learned to play on chain nets and crooked rims. I think that means I feel like that's like a metaphor for like the things I do are a little off kilter because of the environment that I'm from. And that applies from, you know, day to day, or it can apply from like how a nigga might play basketball that's from the trenches. You know, you got to learn to adapt in a certain way that fits where you're from, but also where you're going.
The airflow, spin the lazy Susan. Sound man approach with the mic, wave them off like let me just talk to him.
No grabber, nah, never.
Let me just talk to him.
No grabber, nah, never, no grabber.
With a name like Billy Woods and the music you make, you gotta be a heavy smoker. There's no way you're coming up with this shit completely sober all the time. There's just no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Lucid though, he sound like he smokes straight grabber though. I'm not gonna lie.
Buddy looking half dead, but I'm no doctor. The moment she was single, we left into bed like the floor is lava. Pitch my nose against his bread like IMF loan. I'm known in Kinshasa. Kitchen King Rwanda, I don't know no Lingala, but please know it's no grabber in the spliff. First in show, I love that lil. I'm old and slow, but I'll still get you 14 and 6.
World Trade Temple, tower like NBA apricot centers in the 90s. Twin Glocks playing for my dinner. Ginger cut, pepper chip, lady finger, give me the light. Said stretch your whole spliff, hard to pull, virgin tight. Like Jamaican security at your neck, hang gliding from the split ends of your beard. No grabber, not never.
Sentiment, but sonically, it's not a song for me. Alright, this one's titled You Know My Body. I'm assuming it's gonna have an aggressive tone to it, you know.
Bodies in the water like apples bobbing gently. Body stand sentry on battered corners gently with the tiny coffins almost barely empty.
Interesting. That's crazy verbiage. Crazy visual. Bodies in the water like bobbing for apples. That's crazy.
Bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies. Everybody was somebody moments before their bodies was torn. Twist bodies like porn after echoing the guns and bombs is gone. Bodies sit forlorn, pitched amongst the bricks. flung like empty purse after the mugging. Oh, look what the cat drugging. Still moving, piteous. Search the rubble for the slightest movement in the ruins. Secrets grow hideous inside the computer's bottomless pits for bodies to get dropped off in like Catkin forest. A bitter harvest, a dollhouse of horror.
This is for some reason this is reminding me of what's going on in Israel, the genocide. You know, bodies building up. You know, everybody was a somebody before their bodies were, you know, twisted up and things of that nature. And it's making me think of that situation specifically because of, you know, Billy Woods' very strong stance against certain, you know, global atrocities that he's, you know, kind of talked on within, you know, albums like Gollywog and even Hiding Places. I might not have gotten, you know, overt and in your face, you know, statements on it from him, but I feel like you could kind of read between the lines and see that he has a strong disdain for a lot of the things going on and how we really got to keep more of an eye on it, you know, as a society. And I think that's kind of what he's talking about in here, but it could be something else. It could be something local, to be honest.
Bodies on 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 bodies.
I mentioned this in my Marco Plus reaction, my latest one, even my first Marco Plus reaction. That repetition, and sometimes in ways that repetition can communicate the feeling of exhaustion, especially within a situation as serious and as dire and as problematic as, you know, the one he's probably talking about here. It was the same thing off the Marco Plus albums where I keep seeing this, it keeps happening, and it's happening over and over and over again. I'm exhausted. I think I like this track a lot for its social commentary point of view and how it artistically kind of gives you those themes. So really short. I feel something from it. That's the most I could say from that is I feel something from it. Let's go to Long Johns now, featuring Quay Lee Chris and Cleo Reed again. I like these drums.
Some day it's a knot, some day it's a bubble. No struggle. Up early, dressed like old folk. You been waiting for trouble. Every corner covered, the limes crushed, the mint muddled. You talk to me in other people's words. You don't believe enough to burn. You, me, and each other. Before I leave, I'ma leave with something. Somewhere in Shibuya, they playing my songs. I built the bomb when you weren't looking. Rewriting my right is wrong. Judge question if those lyrics are mirrors. Riot dawn. Looters list but forgot mirroring. Out sloganeering at the butcher asking for fake beef. Smart dumb like swayed in the summer all night. Thick air, rain and thunder. Eyes like the hunted. A deader of the sun. Zero sum. Spelling fun like empire. Can't be just one. They said we gone but we're not done.
Remember when I woke again, I saw my storm. She was a friend. Her work so it never ends.
Oh my god.
Tighten up, tighten up.
The jazziness. Like I'm getting a soul attack. Not a heart attack, but a soul attack, you feel me? And it's crazy because I just made 2 TikToks because of 2 clips that I kind of found myself in with my reactions of Billy Woods. Of how I would love for him to work with Erykah Badu. I would love a Billy Woods and Erykah Badu collab. And this person who's doing this part of the singing is giving me that Erykah Badu vibe. And I also said that in a TikTok that Billy Woods reminds me of To Pimp a Butterfly, but if it was directed by Jordan Peele. And again, this is giving me that vibe. I could feel the jazziness, you know, crescendoing into a beautiful moment that I probably would have also gotten off of the Kendrick album from back in, what was that, 2015, I think. So yeah, this is great. This is honestly one of my favorite songs too.
Remember when I woke again, I saw my storm. She was a friend. Her work so it never ends. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Shake, you speak nonsense on ninjutsu. True power gives power. We ain't gon' get power if ours can't give power. All hands and fingers sauce, share plates. We ate great. And Jetta, extra solid. The witching hour, now patience on a dollar. Inshallah, Lord knows, y'all tryna make a serpent a scholar. Wow.
We're trying to make a serpent a scholar.
Slave saviors, baby, done did it all.
Alright, it's not Earl Sweatshirt. Oh yeah, I'm excited. We got Earl Sweatshirt. There's a lot of one-liners that I understand, like from a service level point of view of like, you know, a smart dumb like Suede in the summer. Like Suede in the summer is just like not a good option because you're gonna be hot as hell. You know, stuff like that. But when you see all these things and you try to put them like together, but then one cohesive like idea for the song, I really can't give you one. I'm gonna just be honest with you. But I like the lines individually. You know, it's like a bunch of separate little songs that I'm enjoying within one actual full song. But yeah, the lady, I think Cleo Reed is the one who was singing. Immaculate feature. She did a great job. And I'm really gonna be locked in for this one. It's Earl and Armand Hammer. Let's hear it. California Games.
Yeah, what makes Mike's Armenia man? I don't think strikes is bottomless. Promises have been quartered. I broke the pattern and notice I'm always on edge. The homies are saying, don't even spaz. It says,
yeah, I'm running this back. The flute thinks he's saying, I broke the pattern and noticed I'm always on edge. I fucking felt that. The homies was saying, don't even spat. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, let's try this one more time. Let's do this again. I don't
think strikes is bottomless. Promises have been quartered. I broke the pattern and notice I'm always on edge. The homies was saying, don't even spaz. The this glass, we already cracked it. Give it a stamp. We subbed the package. We shipping it back. It wasn't too shabby, but was it your best? No stress, I'm not even asking. OT like Barnum and Bailey. Nothing changed much, hound in the bag. Home team, the crest of the 10. Treat that boy like the jest he is. English on it, perfected the spin. Oh, I close to the message get missed.
Kyrie Irving.
You can't prep or pretend. Part of my absence, peer into the past.
Part of my absence.
Got look like one of the Jacksons, warrior path. The man in the mirror at action. I don't need that.
You can't just keep casually transitioning to these lines like that. My ass got whooped like one of the Jacksons, warrior path, the man in the mirror with action, the Michael Jackson. Yeah, I like this. Part of my absence, peer into the past. What? Pressure on me, can't prep or pretend. Part of like the alliteration is it, and he said English before. The English on the perfected the. Is he saying I perfected how to write? Like English on the basketball when you lay it up, you know, you put spin on it. But he's also saying perfected the spin, like perfected on how to spin my words into the way I'm doing it. And then he said I watch most of the message get missed. I'm seeing y'all niggas trying to dissect my lines and y'all missing the message. And I could be one of them niggas right now. This could be a 4D bar. He could be breaking the fourth wall, or I'm breaking the fourth wall. One of us is breaking the fourth wall right now. Pressure on me, can't prep or pretend. Part of my absence, peer into my past. I feel like this is just him showing examples of how he really perfected this English shit. Like this nigga really knows what he's doing. So all of this right now is him about to be flexing the fuck out of it. This is really good. Yeah, the nerd in me is coming out. I don't give a fuck.
I ain't in the trap, the rats in the precinct, singing like Tony Braxton. I don't even stop, but I keep my hand, the only the fan.
Clandestine handgun, view to a kill, substar confession.
And then Elucid always comes in the same way at the same time. He always comes in with just the most random starting two words.
Confession, where ocean kiss canyon, every knee and nail from where I'm standing. Gutted, built to spill, wild without abandon.
The piano work in the background.
Swiss movement engraved in Sanskrit. Genie in the bottle, dirty dancing rancid.
He said, I don't pocket watch, I dig him. Oh, I don't pocket watch or dig my hands in. Okay, I got you.
I don't pocket watch, I dig my hands in.
Right.
Swiss movement engraved with Sanskrit. Genie in the bottle, dirty dancing rancid.
Right.
Take off my pants one leg at a time, too. Done scrambling, make it move, talk slanted. Maybe 2 or 3 more weak niggas you ran with.
Right.
Stranded.
Right.
Smoking your confusion, cold lamping.
48 hours on the rental, 6 hours on the plane. California games with the bag at 68 in the shade.
Okay.
I didn't go mad to take something for the pain. I only came back to tell you about those flames, boy. Only came back to tell you about wire frames and tape cross a broken nose. Why I tap a broken home. Fire happens, fire grows, fire burn, fire knows. Don't slit this business, pimps a hoe. The set list kill them slow, if not softly. The exit costly. A cup of coffee. Get these motherfuckers above me, Lord.
It was always fourth down, splitting center. Sickness and the symptom. 6 cents, stars pointed at people, not conditions. Fingers twist up. If you could just make it through the winter, twice bitten. Hers was sweet, mine's more bitter. Worth the wait, darkness always was. It was like that had to be created.
With sour malice, my daughter's power balance. Ring cross barren field, strong with the devil's
the flute is just. I can't. I'm getting overwhelmed by such beauty. I can't. I'm trying to lock in. I really am. But I love production. I love good soulful uses of samples and instrumentation. And that flute is peering into the depths of my heart right now.
Sour malice, my daughter's power balance. Ring cross barren field, strong with the devil's rope. Gave the dead hope, the living weed peeping in the telescope. Light leak in the photo, God's feet on they throat.
God's feet on they throat. Damn, the next track is the last track. Damn, California Games was crazy. California Games was crazy. That's one of my favorite songs of the year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sweatshirt one of the MVPs, boy. He one of the MVPs of this year, dog. That was actually good as fuck. All right, man. Super Nintendo, bro. This is the outro.
Of course, she grabs hair that grows towards heaven. Pleasure in possession, melding. Black hole she fell in. Well then, every other year I'm shedding. Core element, delicate, contained in curios and cabinets. Black china, no embellishment. Nobody really getting over, it's all relative. Ahead of my time since 9/9, discipline development.
I love the production sounding so video game like on the song titled Super Nintendo. He probably did sample actual Nintendo sounds.
Nobody really getting over, it's all relative. Ahead of my time since 9/9, discipline development. Jealous guy.
Sorry, I also like that line a lot. Nobody's really getting over, it's all relative. No one's really getting the upper hand on each other. It's all depending on the context, really. One person might see that as a lick, easy come up. Another person might see that as just a normal thing to do. Someone else might see that as something immoral. It's like, it's really all perspective when it comes to like how you deal with certain things. So nobody's really getting over. It's all relative. Am I really getting over on you if you feel like what I gave you was worth the thing that I priced it at? It's all relative.
Babylon medicine wretch, projectile head first, innocent step, fell all out the loop, still feeling woozy, been the moodiest, miss me with Yakubian news, many moons, pin where I've been and where I moved, marooned, group peculiar and wild, style cast shadow like sundial, ta-da.
We had fun on that Super Nintendo.
Sunday services, blew church out the window.
We was done, finger guns to our temples.
We had fun on that Super Nintendo.
Tiled the door, blew church out the window.
We was done, finger guns to our temple.
We had a time, don't let them say different. We was drunk and high watching Intervention. We was just happy to be outside when our peoples was in prisons of all types. We was just living. It's easy now to talk about wrong and right. We was just living. It's easy now that you know the price. We was just running and ripping. Hands full of life. It's hard to explain a few. Never mind all that. Just put the money in the hat. Rewind my old raps, wondering where that brother's at. Balls half deaf, still sharp, but starting to forget. Repeating itself, retracing our steps. Used to be up late pacing, now she sleep like the dead. I passed out on the couch, dreams like lead.
I'm sorry. No. I can't just act like I wasn't hearing what I was just hearing. Like, I'm gonna let you finish, but this nigga was really, like, he was really going in. He was drunk and high watching Intervention. We was just too happy to be out. We was just happy to be outside when our peoples was in prison of all types. We was just living. It's easy now to talk about wrong and right. We was just living. It's easy now that you know the price. We was just running and ripping. It's similar to that line I talked about previously of no one's really getting over. It's all relative. It's so easy to judge people living in a certain environment when you're not living in their shoes. It's so easy to look back on the past and say all that shit that we was doing was crazy, but when you're in the midst of it, you don't got time to grapple with the morality of wrong and right when you're trying to get to the next day, when you're trying to get to the next dollar, you're trying to get to the next piece of clothing, food, opportunity, resource that you've been, shunned from so long. Like, you just happy to be outside and not locked up, like he's saying. So all that other stuff that people are fortunate to grapple with internally, you didn't have that luxury of grappling with. You had to get to where you had to get to. And I really enjoy that sentiment being so strong in this song and so unapologetic. Of course there's a level of accountability and a level of acknowledgement, with what was going on, but I really like the context of it being when you're in the midst of it, that's just what it is. It's at prisons of all types, not just physical, but there's also mental prisons, prisons within, not being able to stick to a sobriety, prisons within infidelity, prisons within abuse. There's many prisons, so I like what he's doing.
It's easy now to talk about wrong and right. We was just living. On my old raps, wondering where that brother's at. Mom's had.
Remind my old raps, wondering where that brother's. I'm not who I used to be. That's not the same person I was writing and rapping those things. Like, I'm just wondering, where did he go? I feel like we deal with that a lot in day-to-day life when you see like your old picture of yourself or you see an old text message that you're like, man, where'd that person go? We evolve, man. Unfortunately, some of us devolve, but sometimes you devolve before you evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Half-deaf, still sharp, but starting to forget. Repeating herself, retracing our steps. Used to be up late pacing, now she sleep like the dead. I passed out on the couch, dreams like lead.
We had fun on that Super Nintendo.
Sundays. Passed out on the couch, dreams like lead. The dreams are heavy. Way down on the couch because you're. Ooh. Man, that is so relatable. Laid out on the couch, dreams like lead. When you have a big dream, you have big goals, you have big imagination. It weighs on you. It weighs on you, and I feel like the bigger and heavier the dream, the harder it is to get up out the situation you're in to actually go pursue it, because it's just so heavy. It's so much to process and kind of reverse engineer, because when you have such a huge dream, you kind of got to reverse engineer your process, because you got to realize, how do I get to it? It's heavy. It's like lead. It's very heavy. It makes you want to just lay down on the couch and not do nothing because of how much you have to do. But you got to go get up and do that shit. I swear you do.
I passed out on the couch, dreams like lead.
We had fun on that Super Nintendo.
Sunday services, blew church out the window.
Right.
Done, finger guns to our temple.
We had fun on that Super Nintendo.
Sunday services, blew church out the window.
We was done, finger guns to our temple.
Another really good one. It really was. Lucid, The Alchemist. Super Nintendo is one of my favorite ones off this album, man. This was a great outro. There's a sense of reflection to it that I always say I appreciate in the outro. There's a self-awareness to his present, but also his past, and how they kind of relate to each other, especially perspective-wise, and I really enjoy that. And I like the poetic nature of so many of the lines, and even the way they kind of structured the song, because what I gather from it being titled Super Nintendo, and for that being a theme within the production and within the hook, it's like, it feels like they're saying we basically was just playing the game, using our dreams to escape reality,
But sometimes the reality was an escape from our dreams in a way, you know. Meaning like there is a luxury to be able to, you know, stick to a moral compass that keeps you from doing things that you kind of had to do to survive. There's a sense of shame that could come with that when you're not that person yet, you know. So I feel like in this, it's like, yeah, we have fun on our Super Nintendo, we have finger guns to our temple, we was done. I feel like that's just a sense of like we hated the shit we was in, but we also loved the shit we was in because that was our life. It's easy to look back on it now and say what was wrong and right, but at that time we was just living. Great song, great song. And that was my first time listening to an Armand Hammer album, and it was one where it was Armand Hammer and the Alchemist. So I feel like that's a little nice 2-for-1 special. Definitely one of my favorite listens of, you know, the Billy Woods universe, and I'm pleasantly surprised by how much Elucid grew on me as well. His voice is not the easiest to get used to at all. It is extremely creepy, very creepy. A little bit hard to sonically manage, especially when it comes to like the verbiage he uses and the structuring of his rhymes. He always comes in with a little off kilter, like abrasive intro. But it does work with Billy Woods, and I love their chemistry. Like, these dudes sound like two unks that have been around the block with each other for a minute. The production is top tier, obviously. Like, it's the Alchemist. Even a young buck like me knows the Alchemist gonna be the Alchemist. The Alchemist gonna do what the Alchemists always do. Amazing. My favorites, Glue Traps, one of my favorites for sure. One of my favorites. Scandinavia, I believe, was one of my favorites. Dog Eared, one of my favorites for sure. Moonbow, one of my favorites. Long John's, one of my favorites. California Games, one of my favorites. Super Nintendo, one of my favorites. That last 3 was a crazy run. That's how you end an album. Least favorite might have been Crisis Phone. I just wasn't feeling it like that. My favorite feature, definitely Earl Sweatshirt. But that's super biased. Because I've been loving Earl Sweatshirt music since I was in like middle school. So that's not really fair. Happiest surprise when it comes to the features, I loved Cleo Reed. Whoever did that singing where it reminded me of Erykah Badu. I loved that. Some people I would love to see on an album with Armand Hammer or Billy Woods would be Erykah Badu, Andre 3000, West Side Gun for sure. That would be fucking fire. What else? There's a few others. I would low-key want to hear Tyler with them too. My favorite beat on here was definitely Dog Eared. They're all so good. Like, but I'll say Dog Eared for now. Usually I like to see if there's an overarching theme in the album. I do like the name being Armand Hammer, and then the cover art being like a courtroom, because it's like, you know, Armand Hammer, like the gavel. Them being put on trial in front of judge and jury and shit like that. And that's why you have a song not titled, but a song like Super Nintendo, where he's, you know, talking about how it was living where they was living. Or a song like Glue Traps, kind of explaining the rat race that, you know, you would try to escape, you know, hiding work in the pipes or wherever you're working, things of that nature. I feel like if there was a theme to this album, it's kind of giving context to situations of why people would need mercy. That's why it would be titled Mercy. You know what I'm saying? But there is also a chance where it's like not telling you, you know, verbatim that you must give these characters mercy. It might be asking you a question of, at what point do you give them mercy, you know? Through the contexts of these stories, the context of these environments and these situations, at what point do you finally say, you know what, I get it? Like, as a juror, like, I feel like as the audience, we're like kind of like a juror. It's asking, like, at what point do you finally say, like, hey man, I understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd do the same. I give you mercy. I think that's like the theme of it. Let me know what y'all think though. Y'all think I kind of got it when it comes to the overall message of the album. Do you think it's something else? And if you do think it's something else, let me know what you think. What's your favorite songs off here? Favorite features? Favorite verses? Earl's verse was out of this world. Earl's verse was fucking crazy. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this album, man. I really had a good time with this one. I really enjoyed it. This was highly requested. It's a newer project as well. It just came out, so hopefully you guys love this. I know I did. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, man. Airwave me all platforms. Airwave down here on Instagram. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Appreciate y'all for real, man.
So y'all have a blessed day. Drink your water, pray, and you have a good one. I'm out. Peace.